how do I put this? But did I ever forget to tell you how many parts this story has? Well, it only has 25 as of now. And if you can see, we're on 19. Ugh. I think I did forget to tell you guys that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. And just to let you know, the next Demon Slayer book that you guys picked, I think Dating Games. It's way longer and you don't have to be scared, basically. But sorry, my nose itched. But yeah, I'm so sorry that I never told you guys. But let's get on. Sorry for the 1 minute intro. And we ran out of milk. Naoto states, staring inside the refrigerator. And eggs. And a whole lot of other things. Whoa, I wonder who ate everything. I joked, looking up from my phone on the couch. Between you and me, Naoto makes a face. It's gotta be you. Hey! I looked over the couch. I'm joking. Don't bite my ankles. Naoto chuckles, holding his hands up in defense. Anyways, I'm going to head out to buy a few groceries. Do you want anything? Ring, ring. Naoto's phone rings as he checks the caller ID. He excuses himself and exits the kitchen, entering another room next door to speak. After a few minutes, he comes back out. Can't ever catch a break. Naoto rubs his temples. What happened? Some results came back from the lab. Naoto grabs to grab his coat on the sofa beside him. I don't know if I'll be home on time to buy groceries, so if you get hungry, just order something online under my name, okay? I can go buy the groceries if you want. I look up at him in suggestion. Just text me what you want me to buy. Really? Naoto blinks. Why didn't I think of that? He face palms himself. Sorry, Yin. I'm a mess today. Oh, nowadays. There's never a day when you are not a mess, Naoto. I giggle, poking him on the shoulder. You need a day off soon. I know. He goes and texts me the list of groceries. And sent. Besides, with my type of work, having a day off will make me feel weird. I'm not used to it. One day, I'll drag you somewhere so you can go relax. I roll my eyes. I get up from the couch, heading to my room to change clothes. I gave him several playful pats on the shoulder. Have fun, and be careful, Naoto. Mm-hmm. He nods. And you? Oh, and you, be careful too. He flicks my forehead playfully. Ow! At the grocery store. I arrived at the grocery store as the automatic sliding doors come to an open. Once approaching them, the cold store I can't read. Colorations cools me off from the August sun outside. Oh, hey, it's August right now. I go and pick up a grocery basket to put all my groceries in. So the first thing is some vegetables. I walk over to the vegetable aisle and start picking out which vegetables was good enough to buy. After picking vegetables, I go buy some meat and fruit, of course. Once finishing, I head to the checkout and see a line. I get in line and pull up my phone a final time to check everything off. Carrots, bananas, chips. Oh, shoot! I forgot the milk! Sorry, but, yeah, don't forget your child. I'm sorry. I swiftly turned around and came colliding in a certain rowdy and loud boy's chest. Oof, sorry. I look at the boy, only to realize it's Inosuke. I could see the steam coming from his ears, as if he was going to angrily burst from the sight of me. It's you, he shouts. Wanting to pick a fight with me that badly? Okay, let's duel right now. I'm sorry. Inosuke loudly shouted, starting to draw the attention of people passing by. And just like that day at lunch, there was a small group of people slowly surrounding us. Inosuke, please! I tried to calm him down. I really didn't want to make a scene like before. Inosuke then places his supermarket basket on the side as he rolls up his sleeve. My eyes dart around the store for anyone or anything to somehow calm him. My eyes glanced towards his basket where there was a specific ingredient for a dish, none other than tempura. All right, get ready. He goes into stance. Wait. I hold up my hands. You know how to cook, Inosuke? What? Yeah, why? He suddenly goes back into standing normally. You want to challenge me in cooking too, huh? No. I variously shake my hands. I don't want to fight you at all. It's just I noticed all those ingredients were for tempura. So, were you trying to make tempura? Inosuke blinks, a little shocked. His ears turn a light pink as he looked away from me. So, what if I am? He huffs a breath. You got a problem with that? And no, of course not. I wave my hands. I just meant that, I'm sure you're a great cook, and I'd want to try out your tempuras. Inosuke goes silent. He had his right arm raised over his face, so I couldn't see his expression properly. But at least he's quiet down. I really hope you two don't mean that. A boy walks past. He looked to be in the middle school student. The boy with spiky white hair and defining bright blue eyes. Shut up. Nobody was talking to you. Milo. Inosuke shouts at the young-looking boy. I've told you 1,000,000 times. My name is Killua. The boy's eyes... Sorry if I butchered his name, by the way. Inosuke tiredly. It's Killua. It's not that hard. Anyways, just so you know, girl, yes? I looked down at the boy, was shorter than me, to think I was actually responding to a stranger referencing me as a girl. This is his 10th day in a row here, buying the same ingredients to make tempura, but always failing. Killua shakes his head. If you try his cooking, I doubt you'd live to tell the story. Hey! Inosuke angrily exclaims. I just haven't gotten the recipe down, okay? This is the 10th day. Just give up. Killua sighs. Every time I see you here, I almost pity you. Where are you, Killua? A young sounding boy exclaims from an aisle in the distance. Over here, I'm gonna butcher. I think Gon. The Killua shouts back. He turns to me a final time before saying, "Might as well just buy a box of tempura." With that, Killua jogs off, leaving just me and an angry Inosuke. P.S. For my birthday one year, my best friend got me Killua, so I have a figure, like a tiny little 2D figure of Killua. So sorry, by the way. I just wanted to say that because I have ADHD. Yeah. That kid thinks he's all that. Inosuke scowls. Just wait when I fight him. Anyways, I tried to divert Inosuke's focus from Killua to something else. How about I help you? You know, to make tempura? I don't need your help, Inosuke shouts. You take me for someone weak who asks for help? No. I just meant that a second pair of hands will get the job done quicker. I gave him a thumbs up. If we work together, the sooner the tempuras will be finished, the sooner you get to eat them. How about it, Inosuke? I gave him my best convincing smile, so he'd take up my offer. The two of us started off as the wrong foot at lunch that one time, so I wanted to fix that. The sooner I get to eat them? Okay, he agrees, picking up his supermarket basket. Say that 3 times fast. Supermarket basket. I'm sorry. We get back to the checkout line and decide on working at my house. Sorry for all those guys. I didn't mean to do that, but my ADHD got to me. Anyways, at home, I unlocked the front door, opening the door and letting Inosuke in. His eyes go wide once stepping out into the house. You live here? Alone? His eyes dart from the spacious living room to the bright kitchen lights. He was taking it all in. Yes, I live here, and no, not alone. I shake my head, leading Inosuke to the kitchen, where he places our groceries and ingredients on the kitchen countertop. How about you, Inosuke? I ask, curious as to what his living conditions were at home. I don't even recall hearing about Inosuke's parents in the anime, so I'm interested as to who they are. What do you want to know? He squints suspiciously at me. Thinking of breaking in and jumping in? I make a face at Inosuke sign. What's up? What's up with you and thinking I would beat you up? I wave my hands at him. You're 10 times, no, 100. No, make it 1,000,000 times stronger than me. I pointed to his biceps that were pressing against his short blue and white sleeved t-shirt. You're ripped. I bet you even got abs. Wait. My eyes suddenly widen. There was no way Inosuke had abs, right? He only had abs in the anime, but that doesn't mean he had them in here, right? Inosuke snorts, making me turn my focus back on him. Who do you take me for not having abs? I'm sorry, making the voices. He lifts up his shirt without heads up, making me shriek. Inosuke, put your shirt down! I yelp, turning my back to the boy. Feast your eyes on these gorgeous muscles of the king of the mountain. Inosuke huffs in proud air. I stay with my back facing Inosuke as my face flushed all sorts of colors. That was my first time seeing Clark's abs this close. I'm sorry. Ha! You're no surprise that you can't speak, huh? Inosuke beams, dropping down his shirt. Just wait till I see you. Whoa. Just wait till you see these. I don't want to see anymore. I screeched. I just wanted to know where you lived. Oh, who you live with. Inosuke suddenly stops and goes quiet. I turn around to find him blinking, remembering what I had just asked him previously. No, I live with this old granny, he replies. This old granny? Yeah, she's really old and wrinkled lady who took me in not too long ago. Oh, where were you before then? I was living with a group of boys in the forest up north from here. The boys raised me for as long as I can remember. Inosuke looks down at his feet. I couldn't tell if Inosuke was telling me the truth or not. On one hand, yes. Based off the anime, his personality and demeanor seemed as if he wasn't ever and any human interaction in nearly forever. But on the other, that story seemed ridiculous. So then, what happened to your Boar family? I asked. He blinked. They just died. Inosuke looks away. His voice was low, and his expression was distant. They were really old when they took me in, so before I knew it, she was dead. You said she? My mother. One of the boys. I don't know why I'm giving Inosuke this stupid voice/accent. One of the boys. I blinked. I slowly nodded at Inosuke's story. However, I still was confused, as such an odd story, deciding that it was probably best to divert our focus on such a gloomy topic. Gloomy. I was interested at how Inosuke was built at such a young age. I was wondering, how do you have so many muscles, Inosuke? It was normal to see him with muscles in the anime, but it never came across to me as to what he'd look like in front of me. I wake up at 4 every morning to go running. School days or weekdays, I still do it. On school days, I run from school to home since I don't have time for the gym. Weekends, I hit the gym. Why am I doing this to myself? He tells me if I have free time after doing homework, I'll always train with the muscle mass. There's also wait. I quickly stopped the boy to make sure I heard him correctly. Muscle mass? Mm-hmm. He nods proudly. The one and only, of course. I squint at Inosuke. Just what in the world is he on? Muscle mass. I heard that correct, right? I nod my head, reaffirming Inosuke's words. Yes, you make it sound like you've never heard of them before. Inosuke frowns. Muscle. Mice. I amplifies. How ridiculous sounding it was. I'll show you them one day. They're pretty strong. I sighed, knowing that Inosuke was pretty much found the phrase to be normal. I decided it was best to start on making tempura. Alright, let's wash our hands first, I say, going over to the kitchen sink and washing my hands. Inosuke, do you have the tempura recipe on you? Recipe? He makes a face. I don't follow the recipe. Recipes follow me. My jaw drops. Don't tell me that this entire time you were cooking with no recipe? Recipe are for the weak. I don't know why I do that. Inosuke snorts. I go by my own rules. I'm the king of the mountains after all. Yes. I nod, not listening to a single word Inosuke was rambling about. Okay, Inosuke, you start unpacking everything and I'll search up a recipe, I ordered, pulling out my phone. And yes, we need a recipe if we want the tempuras to turn out at least half decent enough to eat. Inosuke opens his mouth to object, but I look away on my phone. After a while of arguing and searching up recipes, we finally came to the consensus to make shrimp tempura. We get to work getting the shrimp out of its shells, making the batter, and all that fun stuff. Turns out working with Inosuke wasn't too bad, except for the minor problems. Hey, you got flour all over me! Inosuke shouts, dusting the kitchen apron on him. Was that a threat? What? No, I exclaimed. It was an accident. I knew I should have never let my guard down around you. Inosuke glares at me, suddenly putting up a wall in between us. I blink. I don't understand. Why was Inosuke acting so strange all of a sudden? Inosuke, it was an accident, really? Lying isn't gonna help you. But if you want to fight me that badly, you could have just said so. Deciding that it was best to just ask him straightforward, I did so. Piercing the bridge of my nose, I sigh. Inosuke, why do you keep assuming I want to fight you? What? You keep saying to challenge you this or duel you that. I gesture. But why? I can't even beat you up if I wanted to. Look at me. Your muscles with that, with what of mine? I gesture up and down at my body, making Inosuke's eyes trail my hand movements. Why are you even asking me? He really scoffs. If you think you can get me to drop my guard, not even. I just want to understand why you keep seeing me as an enemy. I say, I'm not your enemy, really, Inosuke. Inosuke goes silent. His eyes were distant as he leans against the kitchen counter. His arms were crossed, but he wore an uncomfortable look. I gave him a while to answer. I don't rush him since we barely know each other. Makes sense that Inosuke is skeptical of me, but being aggressive is what confuses me. I look up in front of me to find Inosuke still quiet. However, he looked like he was struggling with something. Just as I opened my mouth to ask if he was okay, the boy spoke. Why do people like you? He mutters. What? I blink, confused. I had no idea what Inosuke meant. Like me? That sentence alone could be used in different contexts. What do you mean, Inosuke? I said, why do people like you? He says, a bit louder for me to hear, as if I didn't hear him in the first place. I heard you the first time. It's just I don't get it. I shake my head. Like me? I don't think everybody likes me. You're lying. You must have some secret spell or something that you put over everyone so they like you and always side with you. Inosuke looks down at me. Because why else would those two idiots like someone like you? Two idiots? Michiro and Mietsu. Inosuke shorts. The same goes with the people in school. When you knock over my food that time, and clearly it was your fault, but people still sided with you. Like they look you over me. Oh, they like you over me. Why? What did you do? Realization hit me. Do you have problems getting along with others, Inosuke? Trouble? No, it's not that I have trouble. It's because... Inosuke's voice falters. He looks away, embarrassed, and answers in more quieter tone. I don't know. I just feel as if whenever I act too comfortable, someone is going to attack me. That was it. That was what caused Inosuke to feel so aggressive towards me, despite never even interesting such with him. But what made me realize was that his defense mechanism Inosuke had was normally a survival instinct out in the wild. So, could it be true that Inosuke did live alone with boars in the mountain? Inosuke shies away, making me quick to speak up. It's okay, Inosuke. I smile at him. It's good to have that defense mechanism. Now, I get why you're always so aggressive to not only me, but the others as well. Inosuke's green eyes met with mine as he stared at me intently. But Inosuke, if you really want people to know, like, the side with you, then maybe being aggressive isn't the best route to take. But what if they attack me? Then you fight back. I shrug. You're super strong, so I doubt they'll win against someone like you. Inosuke blinks, suddenly turning his head away from my hand, covering his cheek. Think about it like this. Treat the others like how you wanted to be treated. I hold up a finger. If you're aggressive to them, would you like it if they were aggressive to you? No. Inosuke slowly shakes his head, like a little kid. So, for people to like me, I just have to be nice? No, not only nice, but understanding that people. There are many quantities that make a person likable, I explained. You're a likable person, it's just some might find it difficult to approach you. How do I fix that? Maybe stop assuming everyone wants to fight you, or try to fight them in general. Stop doing that. Inosuke slowly nods his head, processing my words. Then, if you help me try to be likable, then I'll, his words falter. I don't know what you want out of this. Muscles, I firmly state. I want you to train me to get muscles. He raises his eyebrows. Really? Yep. I pat my right bicep. I was inspired after seeing someone like Inosuke who had muscles, so to also want some. So if I help you, you help me. He squints down at me. You do know that it's gonna be some intense training, right? Well, of course. How else would I get muscles? I cross my arms. It's nothing I can't handle. Inosuke takes a moment to respond, but once he does, he shrugs. All right then, but I'm not going to change the routine for you, so don't you struggle. You struggle? Yeah, don't worry about me. I wave my hand dismissively as I start taking the finished batch of tempura. Anyways, they're done. I place the batch onto the white plate. As Inosuke comes closer to take a look, he sniffs the plate. It smells good. Go on, eat one. I gesture. Inosuke takes a nearby napkin, picking up the hot shrimp tempura, before taking a bite. He surprisingly lets out a shout. It's hot. Well, yeah, no shit, I exclaimed. Blow on it. Are you an idiot or something? Inosuke follows my orders and blows heavily, cooling off the tempura. After moments of doing so, he takes a bite. his mouth still opened to cool off his mouth. Ha! I take the napkin and another napkin and take a tempura to try out. And to my surprise, it tasted so good, better than actually expected after working with someone like Inosuke. It's good, Inosuke says, almost as if he was questioning it. Of course it's good. You're lucky that out of the two of us, one of us knows their way in the kitchen. Inosuke agrees, finishing up his tempura and going for a second one. And that's me. If it was just you, the kitchen might have ended up in flames. I giggled. I walked over to the nearby cabinet and pulled out a small plastic bag out of and put the tempura in it. Here you go, I smile, handing Inosuke the bag full of tempura. You don't want any? No, it's fine. And besides, we did this all for you. I grin. Inosuke's eyes widen before quickly turning away and snatching the bag. He finishes his current tempura in a chomp before murmuring a quiet, thanks. You're quite welcome, Inosuke. Come back anytime you want to cook up a batch of tempura. He quickly replies, getting up from the kitchen stool. I'm going now. The green-eyed boy heads to the front door as I follow him. Training starts tomorrow. What? I shouted. But that's so soon. You wanted to start soon, right? So tomorrow at 4 a.m. My lips turn into a thin line. I didn't promise Inosuke this. Whatever. Exercise in the morning is good anyways. Okay, tomorrow. Meet me at Wisteria Park. With that, Inosuke turns and heads out the door with no further goodbyes. My phone suddenly vibrates on the kitchen counter. I check to find that Naoto has texted me. Naoto, I'll be home soon. Did you buy everything? You, yeah, I did, but I did. But, oh shit. Forget the but. I even bought your favorite chips. Oh, great. Naoto, question mark. Are you okay? What happened? Where are you? You, I forgot the milk. Sorry, Naoto. Inosuke's POV. I take out a tempura from the small plastic bag and start munching on it once I've stepped outside of Yin's unpronounced name's gate. Without realizing, I was staring back at her large castle-like house. To think someone like her was had the type of money to live in this. I bite onto the tempura. These tempuras aren't too bad. At least she knew what she was doing. You keep saying you keep challenging. You this or you that. Oh, you do or do you that. I'm not your enemy, really, Inosuke. She's a lot different from how I thought she was. Banjo and Benitsu and Benya are usually the only people who are nice to me, or at least deal with me. But I've never since I told them about the type of person Yin, mispronounced, was. Benjo and Benitsu was always the first to defend her, always saying things like, she's a nice girly, Inosuke, or don't talk bad about her, you boy. Yin-chan is the sweetest. Was this all because of everyone being nice? Nice this, nice that. Maybe that girl just wasn't shown her true colors yet. Give her some more time and she'll prove to those idiots she's not all that. Think about it like this. Treat others like how you want to be treated. If you're aggressive to them, would you like it if they're aggressive to you? I want to train like you to get muscles. Yep, so if I help you, you help me. But you're welcome, Inosuke. Come back anytime you want to cook up a batch of tempura. I guess she's a little nice. Drumroll please. Today we have a Taisho Era secret coming from me. This are actually two all about Inosuke. P.S. This one has some manga spoilers. So by the way, yeah, don't listen to the Taisho Era secret if you don't want manga spoilers. Zenitsu's mom actually knew Doma. Doma and him actually shared technically the same house when he was just a little baby. And by the way, his mom didn't technically abandon him. She did to save his life. But by the way, technically also, Inosuke is technically also, sorry for the technically also for 3 times now, Daki and Gitaru's brother. Because one, Doma technically adopted Inosuke and Gitaru and Daki. So technically, they're siblings? Really weird. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that I just announced that this only has 25 parts. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Bye, lovelies. I love you all so much. Mwah.